Good afternoon. Long time no see. I had very good intentions of getting back on track with these recordings, and then I had people coming to visit every other week for the last 6 weeks, and the weather was less than cooperative. But I have my last group of visitors this week, which are my children. I have all 3 children on the property, which is a very rare occurrence. And I have a big project to work on. We're going to rebuild the bridge. So, I've got folks in the front yard, you can kind of see them right there, bringing the supports out, and I'm going to start dismantling the old bridge, and let's get this bridge built. Yeah, we should get the wagon across before we don't have a deck on the bridge.
Yeah.
Wagon across. All right.
I probably also should have put my work boots on.
You want to do that real quick?
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah. If Josh is in a hurry, he can recruit one of you guys to help. So,
did you
I don't know if you heard. You two heard what the plan was?
Yeah, Crow knows the spot where I was suggesting to drop the logs.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to move these 2 logs, that log, and possibly whatever's under here.
I think it's 2 logs at least.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's under there, so we're about to find out.
This one's a little thin. It's about this wide.
Okay.
Because we were checking to see what it was.
Awesome. All right. You got gloves, you got gloves, you got gloves. You always have gloves.
I am Phillips Commander.
Yes, boss. This one's right here.
All right. And see, this one is a square.
Well, that's right. Again, I would get in trouble. Not with mom. We do. But also, if you had said yes to that, that was your problem. That was a long one.
To be fair, I felt like I was ending it like either way, so it didn't matter my answer.
Be consistent, people.
Nice. These are good.
These ones
Guys, grab that end.
Got it, boss. Just the one?
Yep.
No, this is still 3D.
Okay.
Oh, I found it. Looks like this one got beat in, but it's right there.
Excuse me.
Want eggs?
Maybe.
Yep, I see that.
Okay, here.
It.
Oh. Xander, downstairs in the basement where all my tools and stuff, actually no.
Sound.
If you look at where all my tools and stuff are and turn around and look at the camping gear, there's a crowbar right there on next to the camping gear.
Back up then.
Whoa! That's what I thought. Yeah, no, I would definitely.
Like shove it. Yeah. Stab it.
You can take a brick and hammer it. Ooh, that worked.
So now this piece is loose, so try and get in between that loose piece. Yeah. Yeah, that's...
Definitely sounding good.
No, that's all of them out.
Nice, but not necessarily at Josh's end.
No, they're all loose.
Oh, awesome.
Hi, Marcy. Come see my destruction.
I think
All
she
right,
has.
now take the other end and just kind of whack it. Like you're using a pickaxe. There you go.
All right, beautiful.
Now, you'll be able to... Oh, careful.
Oh, somebody's going to end up in the creek.
I've already ended up in the creek twice. I think they're waiting for green.
I think they'll frickin' survive.
You know how sometimes you have a bunch of old people standing around during construction?
Uh-huh.
That's the chickens.
Elbow brace.
All right.
You, give me that. Go help carry clothes.
I think Xander's got a better grasp on the legs than I do.
God. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh no, Marcy's gonna be stuck on the other side once we get the other one out.
She can use this.
Come on, Joshua, you can do it. You're part Scottish, kind of.
Mercy. Oh god, that means we all have to do it because we're all part Scottish.
I'm not. I'm Irish.
Exactly. That's why you don't have to. That's why she don't have to either.
Alright. Ready?
So great.
Like, oh, I didn't know I could go over here. So that has a 7-foot wide support
Yeah.
and then 6-inch overlay from the cross beams. So, is it gonna work?
I think so.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do the middle. Get the sets going.
See, that's why I really would love to dig this out.
Alright, right about here? How close do you want them together?
Close enough for you to be comfortable walking on.
I'll have to do.
Well, and I may come back out here with some stakes to just kind of brace it in place.
Oh yeah, I definitely recommend like metal stakes on either side. As close as you can
Get some rebar. Actually, I've got some rebar on the front porch.
Yeah. I think that'll do.
All right, this is not the bridge up by the shed. This area, I think I've talked about it before, gets runoff from the drainage from the road and from the neighbors across the street, which there's a pool there and it kind of collects there, but when that pool gets full, it overflows and comes down here. And then coming from the farm next door, this just kind of runs down through here and then down to the pond. But there's no defined space for it, so it just kind of spreads out all over this area. This makes it very hard to walk through here. So we've got all those old logs from over by the shed. So what I thought we would do is put them here, kind of across the worst part of the wet. So I can't get the mower through here, but at least we can walk through here if we wanted to walk a circuit of the property. So the guys are bringing all those logs over and putting them in for me, and then I'll come back later. I've got some rebar on the front porch and just drive the rebar in to brace that into place. And who knows, maybe I'll end up making it wider and putting a deck on it so we can take the mower over it. But that's not this year's project.
Bro, can you line up the wagon?
Got it, boss.
So we just want to put them on the stack with the other ones there.
Okay. You might want to get this page on.
Yeah. Beat it up. My first experience building a chicken tractor. Not my most successful build, but it kept them in place, sort of.
It kept them in place long enough.
Makes sense. This is the dead animal zone, I
Yeah.
see.
Oh, that's a sorry.
Good thing you got steel-toed boots.
Me trying to grab this bucket and get it out of the way.
Nah, crush it. They're all going in the trash.
Well, it's crushed.
Pull the end up. I think that's what he's waiting for you to do. That's okay. Eh. Now we've got that all cleared. Ideally, I wish I could go through with a shovel and kind of clean all that detritus out of there, but we can't be without a bridge here for very long because I've got bees coming in a couple of weeks and I have to be going over there to clean up the bee yard and get that all set. So I have laid out markers there and there. That's a 7-foot distance. I've got 8-foot wide 2x4s that I'm going to set on top of these support braces. So they'll extend over about 6 inches on either end. So that should give a nice tight spacing for these. Let me show you. I got these 6x6s pressure treated so they can be in contact with the ground and they should be okay for the time that I have the bridge here. So we're going to set those up. My helpers have all disappeared conveniently. But we're going to get those placed. And then once those are in place, then I can go in when I have time, which will be sooner rather than later, and start laying out the treated 2x4s that I got. And those I'm going to set not directly next to each other, so there will be like a 1/2 inch gap between each board so it can drain. So that should help prevent any water building up. And then ideally I'm going to take some chicken wire and nail that to the surface, so that will help also keep the bridge from being very slippery. I had a couple of situations in wet weather and in snowy weather where I tried to cross the bridge and I just about fell in the creek because I just slid right across it. So I'm going to round my helpers back up and we're going to start getting these supports in place. But we're all learning chainsaw together.
Actually, I think the only thing I remember from
Yes. Give it a kick.
You're not like professional.
may not look like it, but we're professional. Don't try this at all. Thank you.
And also try to hold it horizontal so you're going straight through instead of at an angle. That'll make it a little bit easier to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Almost there. Woohoo!
Nicely done.
Away we go. Into the ditch.
Let's do this one first.
The ditch of death.
Right here?
Put it on the outside of that brick.
Outside of it.
Okay, Morgan, stay over there.
No, I was there when I
So the outside edge should be 7 feet.
Put that on the other side of the brick. We're just a little bit short.
Okay? No, you stay put.
No.
But we got to measure this side. But let's get that where we need it. going to be nice and solid. All right, well, we're not quite done, but we're pretty darn close. That came out every bit the way I could have hoped that it would. It's where all the boards are screwed down in all four places. It is rock solid. It's not going anywhere. This is going to be so much better for getting the mower and the wagon across. It's just, in a lot of ways, it's going to be so much better. We do have to figure out a way to do the on-ramp because we're not digging it in, it's too high to bump up onto. So we'll play with that. Maybe I don't really want to cut these ends off because it's giving that extra cantilever support so that as it settles, it's still gonna have enough overage on either side to hold it in place. So we may just be bringing in a couple dozen bags of topsoil and just filling this in. But we're gonna wait and see what happens, see what we come up with. Maybe we'll come up with some brilliant idea overnight. We did run out of boards, which I'm not entirely sure I understand why, because there should have been 2 extra from the math that I did, and we're 3 short. So I'm not sure how. Well, I'm not a math genius, so it was probably me. But so we'll pick those up tomorrow or the next day and finish that up. I have to put the rest of the screws in the middle part of the deck. Just my glutes are screaming at me from hunching over all for the last hour or more. So I'm gonna call it for tonight. But I'll try and get back out here tomorrow and show you how it finishes up.